Hi, I'm Dr. Zarowski, and in this video, my wife Ashley and I are going to teach you how to make bone broth. Hi, I'm Dr. Zarowski from NewVisionExcel.com. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell notification if you want to excel your health and your life, and you're going to be well on your way. In this video, my wife Ashley and I are going to teach you how to make this bone broth here, and you know, it's something that we've been doing multiple videos on, and it's been around for thousands of years, and it's very healing to the body and has so many different benefits. Bone broth is loaded with a whole bunch of different nutrients that supports immune health, gut health, joint health, musculoskeletal health in every way. And so we want to teach you the recipe that we use in our house, and I'm going to have to admit that I do not make the bone broth in our house. My wife Ashley does, so she's going to be the one who actually teaches you how to make this bone broth. So I'm going to let you take it from here.
All right, so step one is getting your bones. If you're going to make chicken soup, I recommend that you just get a whole chicken. After you roast it and have that for dinner, you can peel all the meat off and use the chicken carcass to make the soup. If you're doing beef bone broth, then you're going to want to look for some bone marrow bones. That's what I have here, some bone marrow bones. If you've never bought them before, just go to your local butcher. He'll know what you need. Just say, hey, I need some bones for soup, and he'll get you some bones. Make sure that you're choosing grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chickens when you can. It's going to just yield a better quality soup for you as far as health goes. So in addition to the bones, we are going to add in some vegetables here. So I'm just going to quarter an onion. Put that on the tray here. I have four carrots. And this doesn't need to be exact. I'm just cutting these down. It can be nice and chunky. You're going to strain it all out in the end anyway. If you have some fresh herbs on hand that you enjoy, feel free to add those to the tray as well. And if you're in a time crunch, you can skip adding it to the tray and you can throw it right into your crock pot. But I like to roast my vegetables when I have time. It's going to really enhance the flavor of your end bone broth. Here I'm adding some fresh sea salt.
Now, is there a reason you went with carrots, onions, and celery there? Is it just your
personal
choice?
Preference.
Personal preference.
These are the flavors that we like in our soups, so that's what we are adding today.
So sea salt, and then this is
garlic. I have minced garlic here. If you have whole cloves, you can just peel them and crush them and add them here.
Now, and I'm assuming too, based on the amount of bone broth you want to make, you would add more bones, add more vegetables, all that.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's just, I have 4 bone marrow bones, so I used about 4 of each vegetable here. That'll yield a really nice flavor. And after you've done this a time or two, feel free to change it up how you like. I have salt, pepper, and garlic on here, and I'm going to roast this. Like I said, if you are in a time crunch, skip right to the crock pot.
So this just got done roasting at 425. It just came out and it smells really good. So where do we go from here?
So you're just going to add everything into your crock pot. The reason we're using a crock pot is because we're going to have to cook it for a while, and this way you won't have to stand next to your stove for 24 hours. So just go ahead and dump it right into your crock pot. Okay, so make sure you're adding in all of the drippings into here as well. Then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And the reason we put apple cider vinegar in is it helps to bring out all of those good nutrients out of the bones, all of the minerals, all of the collagen.
Helps to break it down.
Absolutely. And then I just have a couple bay leaves here. I add those for flavor. You can add parsley, thyme, whatever you like as far as flavor goes. And you can certainly add more salt if you would like for taste. Then you're going to add a lot of filtered water. You're going to want to fill your crock pot most of the way. This is an awfully large crock pot, so I'm going to add probably about 10 cups of water.
And by the way, when you're adding the water, distilled water is typically the best to use when on a fast. So distilled water is going to be the most purest form of water, especially while you're fasting. You want to have that really pure water. And so distilled water, once again, is the way to go. And so use that.
So go ahead and add the lid to your crock pot and turn your crock pot on high for 4 hours, and then you'll turn it back to low for about 20 to 24 hours or until you're ready to use it. You can certainly cook it longer if needed. You're not really going to lose too much water to evaporation. When your broth is ready, you can go ahead and strain your broth. I strained mine into some mason jars here because I'm going to refrigerate it to make a soup later on in the week. Or you can add it right onto the stove and prepare a soup for your family.
Now with the bone broth, there's a couple ways you can use it. For one, you can use it and drink it while intermittent fasting. So drink it while you're in your fasted period. The other thing you can do is take the bone broth and drink it while you are doing a 3-day fast. So you probably recently saw my video where I did I covered the topic of a bone broth fast and the benefits of it. And so what you can do is you can take this bone broth and you can drink it over a 3-4 day period, fasting and abstaining from food, but only drinking bone broth, and it has a really great healing effect on the entire body. So that's a couple ways that you can drink bone broth. I mean, the other thing too, as someone who is maybe athletic or somebody who really needs some support in their gut and their joints, I mean, you can just make the habit of drinking a cup of bone broth every single day. It doesn't have to be in correlation with a fast or anything else. It can just be something you have mid-afternoon or at night or something. It's just a really good healing liquid food, and so I highly recommend that you use it.
Another thing that you can do with the bone broth is you can freeze it to use it later. So if you find yourself just needing a little bit of bone broth now, you can use some now and use some later. If you want the full recipe, you can look in the description below. We'll be sure to post a step-by-step on how to make bone broth.
Hey everyone, this is how you make bone broth, and so definitely utilize this recipe and give it a try. And then if you have any other variations that maybe we aren't using, be sure to post it in the comment section below, because we'd love to know what you're doing with bone broth, and even post in the comment section below how you're using bone broth. So be sure to share that with us. We always love hearing from you. Other than that, guys, be sure to like the video and click on the little icon below to subscribe. We always love when you subscribe. And then other than that, check out our other videos, and then we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.